Welcome to this explainer. I'm so glad you're tuning in today because we are tackling a massive, totally unavoidable challenge for anyone living in the UAE. We're going to walk you through our clinical approach right here at Westminster Multispecialty Clinic for keeping your body moving, healthy, and pain-free during the extreme Dubai heat.
All right, let's just jump right into it. The temperature shoots past 40 degrees before most of us even finish our morning coffee, right? And by midday, literally just walking from your car into a building feels like a serious workout thanks to all that humidity. So how do you realistically maintain your physical health without actually stepping outside?
Well, to guide you through this, we've broken this explainer down into 5 quick areas: the Dubai summer trap, the actual cost of inactivity, smart indoor movement, the September injury spike we always see, and finally, exactly when you need to seek professional help.
Okay, starting things off with Section 1, the Dubai Summer Trap.
Look, our environment totally dictates our habits. When it gets this intensely hot and humid, those nice outdoor evening runs, they're completely abandoned. Weekend walks just become impractical. And what happens is that movement gets quietly dropped from your daily routine for weeks at a time. This is a very real problem our physiotherapy team sees patients struggling with every single year. It's not that people want to give up, it's just that the environment practically forces us indoors, onto the couch, and into this really sedentary cycle.
Which brings us to Section 2, the cost of inactivity and the physical toll it takes on you. It's kind of wild how fast the decline happens. Think about it. Muscles that you use regularly, they stay incredibly responsive. Your active winter joints stay lubricated and move freely. But the second that activity drops off, even just for a few weeks in the summer, we see this rapid drop in strength and flexibility. Folks who sit through long working days and then come home to sit in the AC will almost always notice their hips, lower back, and neck tightening up in ways that simply weren't there before the summer began.
And just to be super clear here, we aren't talking about extreme inactivity. This isn't bed rest. At Westminster Multispecialty Clinic, we use physiotherapy to support the body through the totally ordinary, everyday changes that happen when your normal, healthy routines just kind of fall apart during the hot season. It's really about recognizing that your body literally relies on movement to stay functional, and when that stops, you need proactive support.
So what's the fix? Let's look at Section 3, smart indoor movement.
The human body is pretty amazing because it responds to load and movement regardless of where you actually are. Our team always recommends simple, practical stuff. Bodyweight squats and lunges can be done in the smallest of apartments, and they still give you an incredible workout. We absolutely love app-based yoga to shake off that desk stiffness. Resistance bands take up literally zero space, but offer this massive range of strengthening. And hey, if you have an internal staircase in your building, use it. Stair climbing is surprisingly effective for keeping your heart rate up without any heat exposure whatsoever. But the real core clinical philosophy here is consistency over intensity. Honestly, doing a short, consistent daily session, even just 15 minutes in your living room, is vastly superior to doing absolutely nothing for 3 months and then aggressively hitting the gym later. It keeps your baseline up and it stops your joints from locking into those stiff, painful patterns. And for the office workers tuning in, listen up. In the summer, you lose all that incidental movement. No walking to lunch, no evening strolls. Your body just isn't designed to be still for that long. So try this daily protocol to stop your spine from stiffening up. Do a quick 10-minute morning mobility routine before you sit down. Stand up for 2 minutes every single hour. Stretch your chest and hips right at your desk. And whenever you can, take your phone calls on your feet. It sounds almost too simple, but clinically, these small actions are a game changer for preventing your body from locking up.
Moving on to Section 4, let's talk about a very specific phenomenon our physiotherapists witness every single year like clockwork: the September injury spike.
This one is absolutely crucial to understand. Our clinic gets a massive influx of gym-related injuries right at the start of the cooler season in September and October. Why? Because people basically take the summer off and then try to compensate. They remember what they could lift back in April and they try to lift that exact same weight in September. But the body takes time to rebuild. That gap between what your brain thinks you can do and what your tendons are actually ready to handle, that's exactly where injuries happen. It's always the same story: too heavy, too soon. And when those compensatory injuries happen, say a torn rotator cuff from trying to instantly return to your old bench press max, or a strained Achilles from suddenly running a 10K, our muscle and tendon rehabilitation programs are exactly where your recovery is going to have to start. By maintaining a moderate baseline through the summer, like we just talked about, you make that autumn transition back to high-intensity training significantly safer.
Finally, let's talk reality in Section 5, when to seek help and why you really shouldn't just wait it out.
Summer has a funny way of bringing underlying discomfort right to the surface. Lower back pain that was totally fine in winter suddenly becomes a lot harder to ignore. So here's the timeline we use at the clinic. Week 1, you might just have manageable stiffness. By week 2, if that pain is hanging around even when you're resting on the couch, that's a red flag. And by week 3, if that neck tension or lower back pain is messing with your sleep or your daily routine, it is absolutely time to act.
At Westminster Multispecialty Clinic, we always tell our patients, waiting for the cooler months to fix these issues actually tends to extend your recovery time. Actually, scratch that. It doesn't just delay it, it makes it actively harder. If you let a stiff lower back turn into a chronically inflamed lower back over 3 months of summer, you're looking at a much longer, tougher road to recovery when winter hits.
Whether you're managing some stiffness right now, or you just want to proactively stay on top of your physical health through these warmer months, our experienced physiotherapy team at Westminster Multispecialty Clinic in Dubai Healthcare City is here for you. We can figure out exactly what's driving your discomfort and put a clear, totally personalized treatment plan in place to get you feeling your best.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. The people who come out of a Dubai summer in the best physical shape aren't the ones who pushed the hardest, they're the ones who adapted. So, will you let the heat create a massive gap in your fitness, or will you keep moving indoors, treat this as a period of maintenance, and stay ahead of the season? The choice is entirely yours, but trust me, your body will thank you for making the right one. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and stay healthy out there.